funny. I just walked in on my youngest, Drea. He was like, he had Netflix on, he was watching it, but I guess he changed it, and he was making like a me for himself, and he's only 2. He took a picture of himself, and it made it look like just like him. I took a picture, showed my husband, and he was like saying, "Oh, looks just like him. That's awesome." But he did it all on his own, and he's only 2 years old. Technology these days, man. Seriously, it was funny. Okay, what else has happened today? Nothing really much. Cleaned up a little in the kitchen. Rooms are still a disaster. It just seems like the more I clean, the more it's messy. I don't know why. It's just weird. Yeah, I just turned the light on. That was a flash of woo. Yeah. I can never figure out things to talk about on the top of my head, and I hate that. I'll be thinking there going, and yeah, nothing happens. Nothing comes out of my mouth. That, or when I do talk, it's just a bunch of gibberish, and like people are like, what? And I talk too fast, and So, what have you guys done today? Any advice? People outside. Just waiting on the other kids to come home. Their nanny is bringing them home. 2 had a sleepover with her. And then my second youngest, he had a sleepover with his grandmother. And so I was only stuck with the little one last night. It was quiet. Pretty good. No issues. Yeah. I was like cleaning my room yesterday, and then I sat down at the computer, which was a big bad idea. Should not have I should not have sat at the computer desk. When I do that, I don't get off. What'd you do? Can you say hi? Look. Come here. Come here. Oh, we gotta chase after him. No! You can't see, it's too flashy. What's that? You say hi?
Bye!
Or hi or bye.
Hi! Bye!
He's wearing his Sens jersey. I don't know if they play today or not. I don't think they play. But yeah. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, they're on their way home. They should be back soon. I think Nanny was picking up pizza, which is kind of funny because my youngest, Drea, he's been asking for pizza all day long. And we kind of had like a little mini fire here the other night. Someone stuck something in the oven, or it fell in the oven somehow. But when I turned the oven on to, to heat up to put the pizza in, I started smelling something, and I saw little flames coming out of the little mini coil thing or whatever, and I opened up the door of the oven, and a bunch of just black smoke just came out. I started freaking out. I was trying to get a hold of my mom, but this was New Year's Eve. This is why, yeah, bad luck all the time with me. I don't know why, but yeah. Trying to get a hold of her, couldn't get a hold of her. Then I ended up calling 911. That's how bad it got. Well, it didn't get bad, but that's how bad I got scared about it. And so I was calling 911, and as I was doing that, I poured water down the coil thing. And I was just recently told I should not have done that, in case it was, I guess, like an oil fire. And yeah, but it wasn't an oil fire. It was actually a glue fire. But yeah, I was heating that up. I poured the water down. It took it out. And like, I called 911, and they sent me to, I guess, the fire department, because I guess they don't deal with fire issues, which is kind of stupid because it was a big, huge fire getting in control. Then they had to put me through a fire department. We could have all been dead by then if it got really bad, but yeah. But yeah. That's what I always say is, but yeah, but yeah, but yeah, but yeah, but yeah, but yeah. people walk so loud in this place. It's annoying. Okay, back on the fire part. So I finally get online with the fire department lady or whatever, and I was telling her, oh, there's a fire started in my oven, and she's like, is it spreading? And I'm like, it doesn't seem to be. I told her, I'm like, I kind of poured water down and it stopped, so there's no more fire. So then I kind of canceled the call. So no fire department came out. We got it cleared. But yeah, it ended up being a tube of kind of like crazy glue. And so yeah, so it kind of like smelt up the whole place. And it was like a glue smell, so I kept the kids in a room with the door closed because I didn't want them sniffing glue. Don't want my kids all high and drugged out, so I kept them in there. And so I couldn't really, we kind of had like a bad supper that night because I couldn't use the oven. I didn't want to even try using the oven. And what did we end up eating? I think I ended up making like pierogies and chicken nuggets or something like that. So it was kind of like a crappy New Year's Eve supper, which I got really mad. It was New Year's Eve, this 2013 New Year's Eve or 2014 New Year's Eve or whatever you want to call it. It was not good. Kind of had a breakdown that night. But yeah, okay, this conversation is going into almost 7 minutes now. And I probably have talked about absolutely nothing. But yeah, the other subject was, people are really loud here. Like that night, the guy downstairs, he's some like older guy, and before I thought he was living on his own. Hold on, mommy's talking. Hold on.
No.
Yeah, mommy's talking.
No.
So he lives there with his dog, and I'm not sure if he lives there with a nephew or just some other just random guy. I don't know, but some other younger guy. I'm pretty sure that lives there with him. Where? I don't know, because I'm pretty sure it's a 1-bedroom down there. But like, my kids are loud, and they're used to that because of that's just the way it has been. And I like, but even so, these floors, any little walking you do on it makes noise. Like the lady upstairs, she just walks around, but I can hear her. So if my kids are like running around here or end up kind of like not falling out of the bed, but like they'll slide out of the bed and it'll make like a bang noise on the floor. And he's come up before and said how it just sounds like a bowling alley up here. And I said sorry, and that I would try to keep the noise down. So like ever since then, I like yell at, I don't try to yell, but I yell at my kids to be quiet. And which has raised my anxiety levels to who knows what levels now. But like I shouldn't have to be doing this to tell my kids to be quiet in their own house. But like the guy though New Year's Eve, I'm pretty sure it's New Year's Eve night. He was just banging and banging. I don't know if he was just drunk and banging or if he was trying to be rude to me and banging every time the kids would make a noise. But he did like 3 loud bangs that were directly on our floor, his ceiling, like right where I set the computer. And I really don't think it was the kids I think he was just being rude because the kids were sitting down watching a movie. So there was no loud bangs or noises coming from them at all. So I sent the manager of this place a letter or email or whatever, and he told me that he would send him a notice. Don't know if he did or not, but yeah, it was like really annoying, and it's just my kids can't even play in their own house pretty much is what it seems like. Any little noise and I'm like, shh, be quiet, or whatever, and I don't want to have to be doing that. But I guess that's just the case of living in an apartment, which I'm hoping to get out of it when the lease is up, which is in June, so. I look like crap today. Yay. Yeah, this is pretty much what my hairdo is. Every day I need to get a haircut and hairstyle and hairdo, color, everything, the whole shebang. But no money, which no money means that won't happen. Still haven't been able to find a job, which sucks. Had a job, but I didn't want to get into it. They just wouldn't problem was they wouldn't train, and they didn't want to train. And so I just couldn't deal with it anymore, and plus there was sickness in the household at that time that had lasted over a week. And my mom was here that night that I decided to quit. And the next day she got really sick, and then, yeah. So she was my only babysitter, so she wouldn't have been able to come when I needed her if I were to go back to work. So I would have had to call in those 2 days again, and so I just decided to call it quits and find a new job, better management somewhere. But the only way for me to work here is if I work somewhere in walking distance. I don't have my license, so I can't drive. My mom, she works 9 to 5 pretty much job. I think it's now like 8 to 4 or 8 to 4:30 now, or 8:30 to 4:30. She works now, so she can't get here within a good time frame for me to work during the day. She works during the day, so I have to work at night. So I have to find at least a 5 to 11 job, which is what I had for hours over there. And it worked out that way, but just, I could not deal with that. My anxiety levels were just shooting through the roof every day I was there, and I let the manager know, and she understood. But, yeah. Wow, this conversation is now 11 minutes. Probably boring whoever watches this half to death. Not like I have much subscribers. I think I have 14, which I would really, 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 really appreciate more subscribers and viewers. If any one of you who watches this video, any of my videos, which is my family most of the time, please, 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 like, share the video, like the video, comment on the video. I enjoy comments. I enjoy people responding and me talking back. I enjoy typing, is what I would say. Kind of like texting is how I see it. If someone comments, it's kind of like I'm texting them back. I like typing. I like talking to people that way. But yeah, and this, because if before I used to do videos, I would always be talking to myself, and I still do. I'll catch myself talking to myself, asking myself questions, or just having a full-on conversation with me, like I'm doing with you right now. This is how I talk to myself on a daily basis, just to myself, no one else. One time my husband caught me doing it. It was funny. But yeah. So, and then I noticed too, when I was editing the video from yesterday, I have a lisp, and I don't like it. I don't know if it's just the way I talk when I'm on the camera, or if it's all the time. But it's a lisp, and when I look at myself talking, it looks as if like my tongue is like stuck on the top of my mouth, and I'm it's weird. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah. I want to get more into the YouTube world. I want more of all you YouTubers to see what I have to talk about. I also want you guys to respond too, and if maybe let me know I'm not the only one in the boat here who has these issues, and yeah. Kind of hoping that maybe YouTube could be my new job, and then that way I can spend my time at home with my kids all the time, which I'm used to because my husband was always the one working, and I'd be the one staying home with them. And yeah, and if this is a possibility for me, I would love to be doing this every day, all day. Ooh, shoot. Some guy almost lost his dog. Dog ran, and the leash got out of his hand, and there was 2 cars, and the dog almost ran out to the car. I don't know if you see the dog right there. He like ran and dove for the leash. He like I should have recorded it, but whatever. It was not funny because of the whole situation, but it was funny seeing him slide to catch the leash. I'm bad. I'm mean. I'm sorry. I don't get a lot of, what do you call it, entertainment over here, I guess you could say. We don't have cable. We have internet, but there's no like TV cable or anything. So we deal with Netflix, and I watch shows on the computer. I have a thing where I don't look at the camera too. I'm on my iPhone, so I don't. Like I said, another video. I had another camera, and it got broken, and that one I'm missing. So I do need to get a new one, which hopefully will be soon. And I'm also trying to get my husband to do vlogs, but his vlogs are all just, it's kind of like the vlog that I'm doing right now. But I'm like laughing with you guys, I'm enjoying you guys, but his are more serious kind of vlogs where he's just in a serious conversation with you guys, or just getting stuff off his mind. He has a lot on his mind that needs to get out, and I try and tell him, well, vlog. Tell the world how you feel, and I'll add it to mine. Or he has a channel too, which is, shoot, I think you could find him under like Roger Gonzalez, because I think he changed his name on it. If not, then it should be under like, well, he has a few. He's got New Type, which is email, I don't know if it's New Type 444. Something like that. I think you could find him under either Roger, New Type, or he has another one which is Awesome Gamer Dad. We are gamers. I'll let you know that's how I communicate most of the time with him, is on the computer playing games. And our game right now is League of Legends, and we just actually had a very awesome game. And I'm like, these are the games I need to record, and I need to learn how to record them too. Add them to my channel, or add them to, I guess, maybe I could add them to Awesome Gamer Dad and just use that as our gaming channel. But yeah, I think also I might have him connected to my channel if you look on the side. But yeah, just look him up. You could probably look him up, find him through mine. Like yesterday's, I added him to my video, and I didn't really do much editing. I just added his video to my video, and no editing. There was a little error in the end of mine. I had more to add to mine, which was I recorded the kids saying bye or telling everyone what they're doing, and for some odd reason it had the audio of it only, and then it had like a video of another video I had added, but no audio to that one. It was kind of like got mixed up somehow, but I had to I had to delete it off, which kind of sucks. I would have liked for you guys to see the kids, because this is supposed to be our family vlog, and they should be in it. Yesterday's, they weren't. I don't even think Dry was in it yesterday either. I don't think anyone was in it. I was just talking. And yeah. Like right now, Dry was in a little bit, but he went back in the room, and he's, I think, still making his me. But yeah. And I don't get out at all. Like, it is cold out there. It's not snowing. We haven't gotten, I guess, this Ontario blizzard or whatever that we're supposed to be getting. It hasn't gotten to us yet. I think, was it London or Sudbury or somewhere got a lot, but that snowstorm kind of snow has not gotten to us yet. So not wanting it either, because the kids have to go back to school on Monday. And I'm really hoping that we don't get the blizzard then, and they miss more school, and because they missed tons of school when they were sick, like tons of school. Like my second youngest, he's in senior kindergarten, and I think he missed like almost pretty much a full week. One, because he had a rash, and he had this other rash that comes along his mouth right here, and I guess it's called impetigo, which they say, oh, well, it's contagious, so that's why we didn't want to send him to school and give it to other kids. But, like, we didn't get it here, so I really don't think it was actually impetigo. I think it might have been just fever blisters, and which they look very similar, and I think they just got confused that it was that, or they were just worried that it could be that, which we got him antibiotics for, and it cleared it right up. You still got a little scarring of it that's still right there, but it's pretty much completely gone. But yeah, he had a rash, he had a fever, the cough. I had swollen lymph nodes, which is just like my swollen glands right here, which I got antibiotics for, and which I still have some left, and I should be still taking them, but it's gone, doesn't hurt. But yeah, we all got sick. My oldest, I think he had strep throat. I think my daughter is the only one that did not get anything major. I think she had like a slight fever for a night. The stuffy nose, the coughing, but she didn't get any rash. She didn't get anything, so that was all good for her. But my second oldest, he was the one that got it the worst, pretty much. And my youngest too, he got the rash. But, okay, well, this conversation is over 20 minutes long now. So I'm probably going to end up boring the hell out of all of you guys. Or, heck, sorry, not hell. But yeah. And I was talking to my husband today about religion. Because I was curious about the differences between Mormon and Christianity. But I think I'll leave that for a different video. So I am going to, I guess, sign off for now. I just saw a flash in that room. They're reconstructing the house or the duplex across the street. And I'm wondering if they're probably taking pictures of the place now. I don't know. But yeah, I am going to sign off now and stop boring your brains. So, see you later.